I'll lecture over more stuff. If you learn it or not, I don't know. That's out of my hands.
Do 37 minus 38.
Yeah. And the chi-square. Mechanism and chi-square. Yeah. All right, guys. At this point, hopefully, you don't see any directional language. Like, we feel it's increased, decreased. You feel it's more or less. It's almost always going to be different. It's always going to be two-tail, right? Has changed. Just doesn't care which way. It's both ways it could work. So that's going to be not equal to. We think it's not equal to 38 anymore. We think it's different. Now, does it have an equal sign in it? No, it has the opposite. So which one is it going to be? The high. I love it. And what's the opposite of mu not equal to 38? Mu equal to 38. So I've always got to be opposite. So the claim could be either one. Wherever you put it, you got to want the opposite, because those are two opposite viewpoints. I love it. So it's going to definitely be a two-tail test. Which one do I use here? Now, here's where you got to be really careful. Don't say to yourself, well, I know the standard deviation. Again, that's not good enough. Where did that standard deviation come from? The sample. So 1, we don't know sigma. Only S. And 2, what else I need to know?
Sample size.
N is, what was it? Where you go? 31? Greater than 30? So we use t-scores. This means I can do something. This means that thing is t-scores. All right. This guy depends on alpha. What's alpha? 0.5. It's a two-tail, so I know where to look at on the chart. Degrees of freedom.
30.
Good. 30. So when I look that up, what do you guys get?
2.042. Negative 2.042 positive.
Yes. So you get 2.042. Again, we're the humans. We're the shit here. Zero's in the middle, that's 2.042. This better be negative 2.042, or else that's really freaking me out.
Bro, you got
And
that pencil
2.042
today.
could be in two different places. So when I say put it in words, you're really just describing the shaded part in words. What's the shaded part? Greater than 2.042. So if T star greater than 2.042 or T star less than
Negative.
negative 2.042, we can do what?
Reject the null.
Reject the null,
Support the high.
support the high. I love it. Somebody who doesn't feel comfortable saying no is on hope. So the ho is always reject or fail to reject. The high is always support or fail to support. Why would we never accept? I love this. Why would we never, let me just say, accept the null? Why would we never do that? A sample is never going to prove that the mean equals something. It can only be evidence that it is different from something. So that's why we reject it or we fail to reject it. We never accept it. That doesn't really make sense. I know we're like, well, the opposite. No. We've got to think about what makes sense here statistically. So I say that because later we're going to fail here. Sample information, X bar was 37.3. S is 2.25. N was 31. So SX bar, we haven't got that yet.
2.25.
We're at 31. I love it.
0.40 for one.
Who?
0.40.
Oh, 4.
404? Error enough now? Okay. And now I can make, now I know I said Z star here. I think this is from a long time ago. I think nowadays I say find Z star or T star because I don't want to give anything away.
You were confusing me.
What's
I thought
that?
I did it wrong.
Oh, that's good. The formula doesn't give a shit if it's Z or T. Formula doesn't change. Formula is always our data minus the middle. What do we think the middle is? We're saying 38, sure. Divided by the spread. And then you can call that whatever the hell you want to. You can call it T star here if you want to. Doesn't matter. What do you guys get there?
Negative 1.7.
Negative 1.7.
4, 3.
4?
3.
3? A few different things.
No, I got 3.
1.733? Oh, I like it. Where's that here?
Right there.
Like right here, maybe. So did we make it?
No.
No, we failed. Which doesn't mean that we suck. It just means that this test did not show enough evidence. So we fail to reject the hoe. Fail to support the high. Which one was our claim? Which one? The high was our claim, so I'm going to use this language. Fail. We have not found. Fail translates into we have not found sufficient evidence to support the claim that what? You don't want me dancing or singing. You don't want that shit. What's the claim? I could just steal it. Assembly time is changed. So we have not found to support the claim that assembly line has changed. And you can be more specific. Has changed from what was it? 38 hours. We have not found sufficient evidence because we did not get a sample far enough away. Right? Yes?
Why do we not find the p-value in this one?
Good question, because t-score chart is not anywhere near as detailed as a z-score. In order for this to be as detailed, you'd have to have a z-score chart for every degree of freedom. So I'm not going to, I've showed one person this already. I could show you how to get a range for what your p-value might be. Technology would get it perfectly right, of course. Do, right? So I'm not going to ask you for the p-value for a t-score. Since your crazy teachers make you do stuff by hand, you can't really get it precisely. So I'm just not going to worry about it. The computer would be able to get it precisely.
That's what you use like the C test or the Z test.
Yes, exactly. Cool. All right. Woo! All right. Have a good weekend.
So, on the Z-score, you will ask what the
What the p-value is. Yeah.